We've got it figured out. Okay. This is the board. Jordan, Ashley, Erica, Katie, Roseland. Okay, now turn around and wave to all the people here. Okay, come on in. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You're missing all the good stuff. Just kidding. Okay, we're going to start out with, from PDSO, we have Diane Smith and Officer Waller. You will see them all the time outside, and they're here to just answer questions and talk and all of that.
So
welcome.
I apologize to the people online, so you'll be able to hear me, no problem. So good evening, everyone. My name is Diane Smith, and as you heard and you can see, I work for the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. And first, let me commend you for taking the time out to care enough to be here tonight. This is a wonderful turnout. I hope that this meeting only grows from month to month or whenever you meet, because it truly shows us that there are parents that care and have an interest in the well-being of their kids and their kids' school. So with me, I'm sure you've seen him out front, Deputy Butch Waller. He is our figure here in Royal Palm Beach, but we wanted to come tonight, one, to introduce ourselves. You probably haven't gotten to meet Butch, but he's out there, and we're going to talk to him a little bit, but everyone gets to wave at him. He loves kids. But so if you have any questions for him, but we're going to go over, I brought some stuff tonight, and I spoke with Julie, and I am going to get the PDFs for her to send these out to all parents, but Halloween's coming up. We always talk about that far in advance. It's going to be a unique year again. Everyone's still wearing masks, but we like to make sure kids are safe. They know the rules. You have good communication with your kids. So I always hand out Halloween safety guides. We have them in English and Spanish. And the reason why I bring them is you might speak English, but there's a lot of people in our community that you might have in your circle of influence that might not speak English. So I like to get those out. Feel free to make copies of them. The best part about crime prevention is you can use it. So make copies of whatever I give you and get the word out, because the more people who are informed, the more people who will be safe. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, and I have the flyers that I'd like you to take home, are bicycle laws. Now, since COVID hit, it's changed our lives, but for the last year and a half, they have them. So how many of you have kids that ride bikes? Okay, and here's the best question. How many of you have kids who love to wear their helmets? Okay, all right, very rare, okay? Because you don't want to ask us what we would think about it when we were in middle school or elementary school. So unfortunately, it is the law. I like these opportunities because a lot of parents don't know that it's a law. If you're under the age of 16, you must wear a helmet. If you ride a bike as a kid, I know I'm much older than a lot of you, but we used to have more than one kid on my bike riding around. You're only allowed by law to have one kid per seat on a bike. And you can ride it on the roadway, but it has to be in the direction of the traffic flow. And so what we tell kids is, listen, we don't want you to get a ticket because they can't. I think it's about $65 now. If they don't get the ticket, you do. But their name's on it. So if they get the ticket and they don't give it to mom or dad because it's way easy to throw away on their way home or hide, they don't get their driver's license at 16. And what I say to most of the middle school kids who are way cool, I don't know about you, but I don't want to go on my first date on a bicycle. And they agree with me 100%. So there are a lot of people in the community that can afford helmets. They're a great investment. One of the major injuries to children is head injuries. And a lot of the time, more often than not, they can be fatal to the child. I think we've only had a couple here in the last 15 years, to my knowledge. And fortunately, it hasn't been severe, but I have been on some scenes, and I'm sure Butch has. We have talked about it because it's not something you want to think about. But I've been on scenes where there have been kids involved, and it's terrible for everyone. It's not just a parent issue; it's a community issue. So we don't want anything like that to happen. So you have to wear your helmet. If you're 16 or under, you can get a $65 ticket. We are out there. We don't like to give tickets, which is going to tell you about, but we need to educate people. I'm going to work with your school in the next couple weeks. We only have certain kinds of helmets, and we get them on a grant from the University of Florida. That doesn't take away from Florida State. But I always have to say that because there's a competition. But they all look the same. So there's just 3 different colors. So if your child wants a unique helmet, you're going to go get that for them. I can't give it to the school. We are educated and taught how to put these helmets on the kids the right way. It does take some time. So that's why we have to arrange an actual event for the school. So do I have any questions on that? Concerns? Okay, so you need to take that home. You need to have the difficult talk with your children and young adults. And then I always have something here about toy guns. I always bring that to a school. And it's a good piece of information for you to take home, just to educate yourself. We always tell people, the parents, to have that open line of communication. One of the biggest things, and I'll get off my soapbox, is if you tell your child that no matter what they tell them, they're not going to be in trouble, and that they need to talk to you about things, that keeps the line of communication open. So if you ever do have to come to us, there's that seamless line of communication. It's important. We care a lot about our students. We work great with our schools here. I've been here for a long, long time, and I've been with the sheriff's office for 34 years. Probably longer than some of you have been alive, but don't know. But having said that, traffic is always an issue, not just here. Any place we go at the sheriff's office, when we have any type of community talk, the number 1 issue is traffic. So you being here tonight and Butch getting ready to talk to you about traffic is no surprise to us, but we're here. We're open to suggestions, and we just want to make it safer for everyone concerned.
Good evening, I'm Deputy Waller, or Butch. I'm the guy on the motorcycle that's conversing with a lot of traffic out front in the morning. And again, we understand traffic is an issue. I've been here in Royal Palm 23, 24 years now. Since I started, the school in particular has always been an issue. It's built for 300 kids, I believe, something like that. We've now expanded to nearly 800. The access and egress to the school has not been modified to fit the student buying. The roadways coming and going are busy anyway, whether it's school time or not. When we have the morning and afternoon school traffic, of course that compiles the issue. Everybody's in a hurry. I'm sure if y'all drive here in the morning, it has gotten a little better over the past few weeks. It's still rough. It's going to remain that way. We are trying to improve it however we can, but a couple of roads that lead to the school, both are busy, whether it's school time or not again. And there's only so much we can do. When you're in line, not that I want you pushing the car in front of you, but if you stay up on the car, it makes more cars per square foot or per linear foot. We can get more vehicles in line, get you in, get the children dropped off, and get you out on your merry way through your day a little faster. I understand everybody's got a lot of things to do. Don't be on your phone. Stay off in a school zone. Unless you have a Bluetooth device, you're not allowed to be against the law to be on a cell phone, tablet, any of the electronic devices, unless it's Bluetooth. Enforcement here is a little rough because if I pull somebody over or we pull somebody over, it's going to tie up traffic even more so. If I can explain the situation as traffic's crawling by, young person, point my finger or whatever, and get the point across, much easier to handle that way than to actually pull you over. Be glad to give you a couple $100 ticket. I'm a motorcycle cop, that's my job. But, enforcement, I can enforce it by verbal warnings, it's as easily as I can enforce it by a newspaper. It's gonna get into your wallet, it's gonna affect your insurance, and probably at least modify the rest of your day anyway. Please be patient, we're trying to get you in and out as quickly and safely as we can. The only thing that I put in control is everything outside the gate. When I understand when you're on Oakland Boulevard, when you're on Crestwood, it's horrific, it's bumper to bumper, pretty much no matter what time. Once you get in past the gate, it's a school board issue. We have worked with them a lot to try to modify different routes, different means of getting in, parking, getting out, dropping off, this, that, and the other. We had some issues a couple weeks ago with everybody lining up very, very early, which would inhibit the teachers to get in. If the teachers can't get in, they're the ones who are going to take care of your children. You can't drop the kids off, and people here, you can't pitch the ball if the catcher's not there to catch it. We've got to have the teachers on board and in the classrooms to be able to receive the children, properly take care of them, and get them educated, get breakfast fed in the morning, whatever needs to be done, tutoring or whatever goes on. So getting here earlier to be first in line isn't necessarily a real good idea because it's still stacking up, and then you're inhibiting the teachers from getting in, and we can't get your kids unloaded until the teachers are here. I think we've got that pretty well addressed over the last week, and thank you for your cooperation with that. Again, I think we've got it flowing a little better now than it certainly was the first couple weeks of school, but we're still trying to improve that.
If I can just say something too. So Deputy Waller mentioned the citations that we can give out. We just want everyone to know that when you're on your phone, you're not paying attention to what's around you. You can hit a kid, you can hit another car. We're very, we have low tolerance to that, and we will educate people. Again, we don't give everyone a ticket. No one has an extra $165, $200 laying around. If you do, tell me. I'll tell you how to use it. The second thing is I know you talked about getting here early. People in the line, I come by here and they're lining up at 12:30. To get into school. So just be cognizant that that is an active roadway out there. Everyone really pays attention, but we need to always stress about our school crossing guards. I'm the one they send out there to make sure people don't park or sit over that walkway. And sometimes I'm not in a sheriff's office uniform. I'll have my sheriff's office ID. But, parents tend to yell at me until they know where I work. And I'm out there doing my job, but I'm letting them know you can't block it. We're there for the kids. It's the safety. We're all in a hurry. I'm to blame myself. It's okay. Oh, they can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, check one. Okay. So I'm to blame myself as well. You wait till the last minute, you're running around doing things in the morning, and you're running late and you gotta get to school. You cannot block any of the crosswalks for those students. So if you have to, you gotta go in the next lane over, go down, do a U-turn, come back into the other lane. So keep that in mind. Again, we do not want to give anyone a ticket. We're educating people, but enforcement will be coming because
Did you touch the?
check. Alright, so enforcement will be coming, but we're here to help. Any questions for Deputy Waller? Again, it's working, okay, we have one question.
Just back.
It's just a random question. You know the little parking lot out in the back? It says there's no parking from this time to this time. I've seen a cop there. I think we all want to park there, but we have internal fear.
You're talking about the park, H.L. Johnson Park?
Yeah.
And park.
The park.
Parking park, we try to dissuade you from doing that. There's not a lot of control there. You park your car, not that it's probably going to be, but it's subject to getting burglarized, something like that. It's going to be in a place that only hold maybe a dozen cars and park this right, but it's has been accessible. Years back, we used to have one day for morning in memory of I don't know what's on since then.
Gets around.
Again, we try to dissuade you from parking there because don't know exactly who may or may not be in the park. We control it, but we're not calling around there all the time. Again, just try to be a little more patient, in the line, we try to keep moving as quickly as we can. It's just another thing, once you get into the school, you need to be prepared to stop. Get those animals getting out of the car with their load bag on the way, we don't need to, that's not when we need to coach, okay, well, when you get off, we'll go shopping here, we'll go to baseball practice or whatever. Try to get those conversations done on the way to school, not once you get stopped to eject them into in the receiving area. The faster we can get kids unloaded and you underway, the faster we can get the next handful of cars in, get their children unloaded and get all the way into school. Again, we try to keep track of pulling as steadily as we can, but I'm not the one that started it, and we try to get away and out as quickly as possible.
Can I ease traffic by bringing my kid to school in a golf cart?
No. On a golf cart, it's a small community. There are some neighborhoods in the village that allow golf cart use. This isn't a closed neighborhood, it's not a private community, or it's not a private area, not a private roadway. They are not legal. We have educated a few people on that. It's an ideal idea, it just doesn't work. There's not a thoroughfare for golf carts, so most of the people in golf carts are utilizing the sidewalks are for pedestrians, they find them laying in afternoon, when the all kids are on the sidewalks. So, golf carts are not all the time.
And just one more thing about that parking lot over there, the small park. We did in the past, not recently, had someone actually watching that. They were homeless, we didn't know they were in the woods, and they did burglarize some vehicles. So again, parents are wanting to take their kids and walk them to school, but they leave their purses and stuff like that there. So we don't encourage people parking there. Get in line, drop your kids off as quickly as possible, and makes it good quicker.
Okay, the other thing that I guess, the staff wanted us to mention, when you're coming up right up here, pull all the way up. Don't stop where these doors are, but pull all the way up, like where Miss Connor usually stands. So that way the cars behind can be all unloading all at the same time. People, Principal Amato and Assistant Principal Aguilera have sent out so many calls and messages and all this. We all know what we're supposed to be doing, we're all trying, hopefully, there's always a few that don't, just ignore them, and it'll be fine. Thank you so much for being here, thank you for, just all that you're doing to make our car line better. But we just came about, we were having our PTO meeting with the principal and the AP, and he came to meet with the principal, we're like, hey, come to our PTO meeting, it's like, you just showed the so, thank you. Yeah, thanks for indulging us, and anybody else have any questions, or are there any questions online? Any other questions? No? Okay, awesome, thank you so much for.
I hope to see double this the next time we come. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, take care.
Thank
Be
you.
safe.
Okay. Assistant Principal Agatella. Well, thank you for all your hard work. At the end of the car line, she's covered in sweat. She comes in here, she doesn't go and get water, where she sits here and talks to her son about how did we do, how long was the time? And she goes over it every day, trying to make it even 1 minute faster for us. So thank you and welcome.
I just wanted to come and say welcome. This is the motto that I would be here tonight. She is watching us online, so she says thank you too for everybody coming. We just really appreciate you guys working with us. We understand the morning drop-off is chaotic, the afternoon pickup is chaotic, but we are really doing our best. Today, I made sure that all my teachers looked at their clocks. Today's pickup was done at 2:34. So we are very excited about that. Our morning, this morning, just so that you know what we're doing, and I made sure to stand out on the road today. If you are stuck in one of the lines that we are able to see visibly from the front of our school, and our bell rings, we're letting you still in and you're not tardy. But as of today, when my bell rang at 8 o'clock, there was still about 9 cars lined up out front, but then a car was just making a right-hand turn onto Crestwood. That car had to go to the front office. That car was then tardy, because they weren't even in the line. So just know that Matt and all of, Mrs. Stelmatt and Officer Brown, we're not trying to be nitpicky on who we're sending to the front office to be tardy. We really are paying attention to who is out front. Like I said, this morning when I went out there at 7:55, there was no traffic coming from Melisera. And I only had the cars lined up. So I feel that we're getting better. And again, this afternoon, we got at 2:35 was definitely, we're all ecstatic about that. So just give it time, it is getting better. But Mrs. Amato and my first thing is if you have any concerns, come to us, talk to us, email us, call us. We want to be there to help you. I had a parent call me the other day, she was just frustrated about the turn-in because the people weren't letting her merge in. We called the officers, they were there the next day to assist with that. The parent then called me back and was like, thank you for just listening to me. So we are, anything that we can do to help, that's gonna be our first thing to do. So our main thing is call us, email, talk to us, let us know what we can try to do to help the situation.
And I'll add that they've met with PDSO, they've met with school police, they've looked at our line. The number of hours spent just talking about our farm line, like if you think tonight is a lot, it's insane how much they talk about it and try to fix it. So they care and they are really, really, really working on it. Okay, I want to say thank you to all of our business partners. These are who we have going so far. It's always growing, this list. We're always welcome to have new business partners. We have a flyer here. This is what it looks like. If you need it, I can email it to you. We have a couple here. If you know of anybody that wants to partner with the school, we're always looking for people for that. You have to touch on the thing. Okay. Spirit Good. Here's what we're selling. The shirts are on order. Within 2 weeks, we should have them. Same thing with the hoodies. We still have embroidered polos if you're interested. We have them still in stock, and we have hats in stock also if you're interested. Events. Right now, we're having to limit things because, the numbers are going up and all of that. So we're limiting to off-campus events. So for September, we had wanted to do something on campus. We can't. We don't know yet about October, but we'll let you know. But volunteering is still allowed. So it's only, it's small groups coming. We're wearing masks, social distancing, so coffee center, we're doing stuff for the gardens and all of that is still permitted for now. These are the in-school events that we have so far planned for this year. The book fair is September. The holiday shop will be November or December. Earth Day and Literacy Week and Staff Appreciation are much later in the year. But these are all things that happen on campus, so the kids will be able to shop at the book fair, they'll be able to shop at the holiday shop, shop for their, friends and family. So those are all things that we're going to need volunteers for.
Holiday shop is November 29th through December 6th.
The holiday shop, November 29th through December 6th. And they take those items home with them the same day. It's really fun spot to volunteer for because they're real cute. You can help them shop for their families. It's really fun. These are other things that we have that you can volunteer for. And signing up to volunteer is really very simple. If you've seen the links I post, You click the link, you check off which spots you want, and you put in your email and you give your name and number. That sends reports to the front office so that they know who's coming on what day for Coffee Center and all that. Yeah. We are not doing popcorn right now because the way that we have it, it's too much like, we put it in brown paper bags and then it goes, it's too much, and they're eating it, it was, yeah, a little bit too much for us. So for now, we're not doing it. We're hoping that we can use the popcorn as like a reward for the kids or something, like have a popcorn party, you know, reader, things like that. So you'll click on the link and we'll send it through Dojo and through social media. So if you're not on social media, you can always look up past Dojo. So you just click the link, pick your spots, enter your name, and then that's it. So then the office knows everyone that's scheduled to come for whichever spot, so they know when you walk in that you're supposed to be there. Any questions about sign up? Team green. We have samples of all the things we're collecting.
Right.
That's you.
That's me. I'm on it, I'm on it.
So Team Green is a big thing here. We're really proud to be a Green School of Excellence, and these are some of the things we do that they raise money, they teach the kids about recycling. These are all things you cannot recycle at home, okay? So it's not like you can put it in your bin and just bring it in. That's not what we're looking for. We all have these, right? The Amazon Prime, we have it. Send them to us. We want them all. Just keep them and send them to us once a month.
Bag of bags.
Bag of bags. You all have them, right? Publix bags, Target bags, bread bags. This is like a pillow bag. If it's stretchy, they'll take it.
Julie, if you want the people to see online, we have to change our viewing down.
Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And then George
Stand
will go
over
on the
here.
other side.
There you go. Okay. We're figuring this all out.
Bag of bags.
The Amazon, you all have these. The bubble mailers.
The bubble mailers. Bread bags. Everyone eats bread unless
If it has the little recycle logo and number 4 or number 2, that has a 4, I think. We can take it.
Okay, and the last but least.
And then LOL surprise, we're taking these right now. I know you guys have them. Cover her up. She doesn't have clothes and she's just in hand. So she's ready for recycling. But the LOL surprise, you can take the dolls, the accessories, the packaging that they come in, unwrapped the recycling thing, all of it. Just put it in a bag, send it to us, it earns money for the school. Yes. The balls, yes, all of that weird blind packaging, we want it all. So we weigh it, and then we send it in, and the company checks, gives us money, so.
Little bites.
Little Bites is the other one, I didn't have any Little Bites.
I don't have one of my parents. Everyone else has
The
their.
little packages that the Little Bites come in, we got, I think, like a penny a piece for those. So just save them in a Ziploc, send them on Green Day, and then we ship them and earn money for the school. Okay. That's about it, right? Okay, so it's once a month. Wear green. We'll be in the car line. We'll have people at the locker room, patrols helping us, collecting all the stuff. So if it's a big bag that's in your trunk, just put up the trunk. We'll grab it right out. The teachers are trying to get the parking spot, so they're going to be pushing the kids to bring stuff because they want the parking spot. So when your kids come home and say, "I need to bring trash," when a teacher doesn't have a parking spot, that's what they're talking about. There's a few teachers that I heard that are really, really pushing the kids real hard this year. So, all the dates are there. On those same days as Green Day, we're going to do the ice cream every month. So at Worldcom Ice Cream, every Green Day will be in the evening. We'll have teachers and they'll sign up to come for scoop nights. Oh, this was the video. How do I?
So remember, you've got to go back to your.
Oh yeah, to
screen
share
now
the other
and
thing.
share
Yep.
the other one.
Mhm. Box tops are all electronic, so if you do them, we will get the money. Got it.
Consumers, most of us are handling plastic film packaging in our lives every single day. It serves many purposes that includes keeping our products fresh, protecting quality of our goods, and ease of transport. But what is the solution to all of this plastic film packaging once it has served its primary purpose? Introducing NextTrex. your recycling solution for plastic film packaging into beautiful Trex outdoor living products. It is amazing when you start to realize how often you come across plastic film packaging. Picking up that loaf of bread, grabbing some fruit or vegetables in the produce section. Paper towel, toilet paper goods stay dry with plastic film overwrap. Buying 24 bottles of water with plastic film overwrap is a lot easier to handle than all of those bottles separately. Or how about your nicely pressed clothes from the dry cleaner with the bag over it? All of these items and more are proudly accepted in the Nextrex program. In today's modern world, we're not only buying from a traditional store, but we're also ordering products online. A lot of these products will arrive in a bubble mailer with possibly another bag inside that is holding the item. Not to worry, these film products are also accepted at Nextrex. Simply select your film packaging, and here are 3 quick ways to make sure it can be accepted in the Nextrex program. 1. Check to see if the packaging is labeled with a 2 or 4. If so, it can be included. 2. See if the packaging will stretch when you pull it. If so, it can be included. 3. Is the packaging shiny or make a crinkly, crunchy sound? If so, it's unfortunately not acceptable. Place clean and dry items in a collection bag or large plastic bag, and the next time you're at your participating store, drop the bag of film in the collection bin that is usually in the front entrance. Then collect the material from the bin and any of the sand film that they receive on their incoming pallets of goods. All of these film materials are getting ready for a new life with Nextrex. The larger bag of bags will then ship back to the store's area warehouse, where it'll be prepared for shipment to Trex. Once the bags of film arrive, there will be yet another opportunity to collect more plastic film that is collected at the warehouse to be included in the Nextrex program. The warehouse will place all of the clean and dry plastic film into a standard baler that will make the bales weighing about 1,000 pounds each. These bales will then be loaded on a semi-truck and shipped to a Trex manufacturing plant, proudly located in the United States. Once the plastic film bales arrive at Trex, they'll be processed into our premium outdoor living products, such as Trex composite decking and railing. Nextrex, you can now relax knowing that you have helped do your part in giving plastic film packaging a next with Trex.
I'm sorry, I had to make you watch that. How do I share again? There we go. Okay, so that's the Nextrex program and why we do it. This is the future Jaggie's Food Forest. So we've been talking a lot about this. I don't know, some of you may have heard or may not. This is out by the 2-story building. We used to have raised beds here, 6 raised beds that we would do garden fed every year. We ripped those out because they were rotting. Now we're gonna expand the area. We're putting in new raised beds that PTO purchased. Those will go in and there's gonna be a green club starting. We're hoping, pretty sure AP Agadello is gonna make it happen for us, a junior green club for the younger kids. So they can all get their hands dirty and learn about all the things happening in the garden. So this is our first step, getting a huge truckload of mulch. You have a question? Okay, and those are just other things I know a lot of people have been asking about. Clubs, the teachers are still submitting their club proposals. They have the rest of this week. And then hopefully we can turn that around by Monday. I'll list for you guys of what clubs are available and you can choose from there. And it'll be all signing up online, paying online, real easy like we did it last time. PTO membership is, you join the PTO, you get 1 vote. For the board members, usually, we hope there's an election if there's enough people that volunteer for it. We're really, you see what we're doing a lot of fundraising, we're doing green things for the school, volunteering, trying to support the school in every way that we can, however that is. So we would love for people to come and help. I know I see a lot of familiar faces of people that love to volunteer, so we're hoping that the rest of you will come and join us and have fun with us. Adopt a class is something also that is available if you want to sponsor a classroom, either your child's class, or some people do fine arts, or the speech teacher, or whatever it may be. You can also do that on the link that we provide. If you need it again, let me know. Questions, comments, ideas? Anyone?
I have a comment. To any new parent, grandparent, or caregiver, I was
totally lost by the whole recycling thing. And it's like, I feel like I'm at an AA meeting. And
But now you're obsessed. Now you are best people, right?
I am, so I didn't know how to get my husband to buy it, and I came to a PTO meeting. And these women told me what to get, how to explain it to him, about the tax benefits, and how it helps the school.
We need a
And the
bench.
Simmons family are fully recycling.
Yes,
Yay,
ma'am.
thank you.
You guys, I never thought I would get it so early.
Oh, I love that. It's just end the meeting now. That's great. Just kidding. Who else has questions or comments or ideas or thoughts? Nothing?
Could you talk a little bit more about the adoptive?
Adopt a class?
Yeah.
So some parents want to like contribute to their child's class or do fine arts class, like a music or art teacher or something like that. So if they want to make a donation, they do it through us. So what happens is you go online, make your payment, and then the teacher is able to spend that money through the PTO, which is easier than spending it through their school account. That's kind of a thing. So they get an email saying, they'll have like a note saying who adopted them and the amount, and they're able to spend it either immediately or they can wait if they need something to spend. And usually what they're buying is books for their class, ink for their printer, their personal printers, things like that.
And it's on the website?
Yeah, it's on the same link that the t-shirts are on right now. And the PTO membership, they're all on one link right now. It has the shirts, hoodies, everything's there.
And any amount is appreciated, like no
Yeah.
amount is too small.
And there's no minimum or maximum or.
Collectively, it adds up, so.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions, ideas that you want to see? Nothing? Well, I really appreciate you all coming. I hope if you have questions that you don't want to ask right now, you'll send me a message or an email or come up to me or whatever. We're always happy to answer questions. We're going to continue on. We're going to close StreamYard and continue on to tell you the few volunteer things that you need to know. If you want to stay for that portion, you can. If you don't want to volunteer, that's fine. You don't have to stay for that, so it's up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and close, unless we have questions, then I'll close the StreamYard.
Just you can ask and make sure one more time if there's any questions online, but I'm not seeing anything right now.
Does anyone have questions online? Okay. Thank you all for joining us online. Oh, yes,
The $5 to join the PTO.
yes.
Can we do that online or just?
You do it online, or if you want to do it tonight, you can do it tonight, yeah. Anyone else?
No questions, and Mrs. Amato just says hi.
Hi, Principal Amano. We miss you. Bye, everyone.